So what's going on everyone? Welcome to our channel. In this video we'll be discussing about how to insert a node in the beginning of a linked list. And believe me, it will be fun doing it. So let's get started. So as you can see here, here's a linked list already been there, and we have created a new node which is equal to temp. That's the name of the node. And we want to link this in the beginning of the second list. So what we'll do, we want to point this head pointer to 1, right? Now you should know that a node contains a value, and here it contains the address of the next node. Okay, here if we want to merge the initial node to the second list, this has to have the address of the second node. So we'll link this here. Okay, and we want this head pointer to be pointed here. So how we'll do that? Again, as you can see here, what we did here was we added the head pointer here, and the next to this node has to be this node. So we'll do just that, and it's very simple, believe me. So let's start writing our code. Now first of all, we will create a structure node int data. This data variable will store the value a node will have. Node star next. This is a pointer to the node, star head and star tail. For storing the address of the head of the first and the last node, now we will create a class linked list. The name of the class is linked list. Now as we know, in a class the member functions and variables are by default private, so we will write an access specifier here that is public, so that we can access the member functions of a class by the object. The first thing we'll do is we will call a constructor here, so that linked list, the constructor is usually called by writing the name of the class. This is the name of the class, so this is a constructor, and whenever the class will be called, the constructor will be called by itself. So initially what it will have to do is head is equal to null and tail is equal to null. At the very first, we'll initialize some null value to the head and tail pointers. Now we will write a function void front, which will insert a node in the beginning of a linked list. Int n. N is the value we will enter. So for creating a node, what we are first gonna do is we will create a new node named temp. How we will do that? Node star temp is equal to new node. Now this will create a new node named temp. In the next step, what we are going to do is we will enter the value that is n, and we have a variable here that is data. We will enter the value that the user enters in the function, and it will go to temp. Temp to data should be equal to n. In the next step, what we'll do, temp to next should be equal to what? So here you can see we created a new node. We gave it a value of n, that is 1 maybe, as per the user enters. And then what next we are going to do is we will assign the next of the node to the head. And now because we want to attach this node in the beginning of a linked list, the first node of the next linked list will be head. So what we'll do is we will point the node to the head of the linked list. So temp to next should be temp to next should be equal to head. And now after we will do this, the head will become this. So this node will become head. So head will be equal to temp. Now display head. Well, this is a function we have yet not written, but this function will basically display the node. Okay, so now let's write the function display. Void display will need a pointer that will bring the address of the node we want to print. Let's say the name of it is h. So we will initially, what we'll need to check is if the pointer here has a value of null, it means that either the node has ended or we have no node created, right? Or we entered nothing in the beginning of it. So if h is equal to null, cout null, else cout, I will take a tab here so that it will be convenient for the user to read it. H2 data. Now the data here has the value of the node, h will have the address. So this will basically print the value of the node we are passing in the function. Now here we are going to use recursion. Display h2 next. Now what this will do? We have already printed the data that h has in the first go. Now what we'll do, the next pointer, the next value of the node h2 next will be again passed in the function. Now h will have the value of its next node. So it will go on. So this function here will be printing the entire nodes of the linked list in sequence of how we have created it. So here the function gets completed. Now we want a semicolon here to end the class. Now we are gonna write int main function. Let's create a class for the let's create an object for the linked list. Linked list a is an object. Okay, int info and beginning. Okay, so what we'll do, first of all, we will kind of create a node. We will enter the information n here, information info here, and then we will ask for, if you want to insert in the beginning of a list, enter a value. So cout enter a value for the new node, a value for the new node, scene info, a dot front info. Now we are passing the information to the function front. Now this is a member of a class linked list, so we are calling it using an object a dot front info. Now what this will do, initially we don't have any linked list existing. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll pass the value of info here. It will be kind of creating a new node here. Now because it will have no value, it will just insert a value there. Now the next time what we are gonna do, cout enter element you want to insert in the beginning. Enter the element you want to insert in the beginning. Okay, again what we'll do, scene beginning, we have that variable, again a dot front beginning. So this function will enter the next value in the beginning of it. We are running our program. Well, it has no errors as of now. Let's run our program. Now this is asking for to enter a value for the new node. We'll enter 2. Enter the element you want to insert in the beginning, and we want to insert 1. So it returned 1, 2, and the next time it returned null, because at the end of the linked list this display will have a value null, so it is printing the null at the end. Let's write /t here for better Okay, let's remove this. Let's run it. Enter a value 2. We want to enter 1. So it shows 1, 2 and null, because at the end it ends with a null and it inserted 1 in the beginning of a linked list. So this is how we insert in the beginning of a linked list. Now here it's not only one value you can enter in the beginning of a linked list. Let's say like you want to have a linked list of, let's say, having 5 values. So you can create an array of info and then you can get in the values by using a for, and then you can pass it to the function and then you can insert in the beginning of a list. So there are many ways you can do the same task, but the logic remains the same here of creating and inserting in the beginning of a linked list, displaying the node. So you can definitely try this same out using different ways or different things as per your convenience and as per the task you want to get done. So here we are done with our program. In the next video we'll be discussing about how to insert an element in the end of the linked list. Okay, so if you have any queries, if you have any doubts, you can post them in the comment section below. I'll answer all your comments. So that's it for this video. Thank you.